5:07 p.m. I'm here at the cruise ship and ferry terminal of Kingstown, St. Vincent. Going to go try and find the current ferry schedule. Bon voyage! We hope you had a day full of lasting memories as you experience the warmth of our people and our beautiful islands. We look forward to welcoming you again soon. There are not many cruise ships that visit St. Vincent. Those that do are mostly small boutique ships in the range of maybe 200 passengers. It's only a few days a year that any of the medium to large cruise ships dock here. Hello. Excuse me, where's the ferry's office where I can get a schedule, a current ferry schedule for the Grenadines?
Well, there's no office up here.
No, okay.
But they have a schedule on the...
Oh, the ticketing booth here? Okay.
Express is the one that works. Express.
The Beckway Express. Yeah, okay. All right, thank you.
Which one where actually going?
Well, I want to go first to Beckway and then to Myru and then to Union.
Well, in terms of that,
and I was told
Beckway, you have to come back.
Come back to here. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of, because I was told the Barracuda is out of service.
Yeah, and only boats going lower down there is Gemstar and Guidance.
Gemstar and
Guidance too.
Okay.
If you want a schedule of that boat, it's right there now. You go and check in too now.
It's straight down the pier here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
But the schedule for Express is over on the ticket.
Okay, I'll check with them first. Thank you. Alright, that's what I was afraid of. To do the island hopping, I may have to go to Beckway, the island south of here, then come back here and then get a boat to go further south, because the island that goes to a bunch of, or the ferry that goes to a whole bunch of different ferries is out of service. So let's see, there's the Admiral 11, maybe mean the Admiral 2. That's one schedule, but that's only between here and Beckway. And then there's a very faded schedule for Beckway Express. So let me talk to this guy and figure out what the deal is here. So I'm outside the ticketing booth for the ferries. Well, two of the ferries anyway. Apparently there's 4 ferries running right now. The Beckway Express and the Admiralty 2 from here to Beckway, the island to the south. But there's no ferry running now from Beckway onward farther south. So if you want to go from Beckway to the southern Grenadines, you have to take a ferry back here to St. Vincent to the north and then transfer to another ferry going south that doesn't stop in Beckway and goes back to, or goes onward to Canoan, Myru, and or Union. So this is going to be complicated or just time consuming, as I was afraid of given some of the research that I've done on the ferries so far. So this is a little frustrating, but so it is in a tiny little country made up of islands. So it looks like there's 2 ships in port right now. Okay, and here's the actual ferry terminal. I thought the officer said there was no ferry terminal or office. There's definitely a terminal here, and there was a ticket booth there. Excursion gate. Ah, there's the MV Guidance. Okay, so that is one of the ships that goes to the farther south islands. And then there's another boat out on the pier here, which I can't read what that is now, but if I zoom in with my camera lens, I can probably see it. So there are two ships in port right now at the ferry piers, the MV Guidance, and then the bigger, newer looking ship out there, which I've not heard of. I don't know where that goes. Its name is Serenissima. Serenissima? I'll have to ask somebody what the deal is with that boat, because I've never heard of that one. So let's take a pop into see what the ferry terminal looks like, since I'll be departing from here Monday or thereabouts. Okay. They store luggage here. That's nice to know, because I might want to store some luggage, except that I don't know yet if I'll be coming back to St. Vincent to fly out, or if I'll go south onward to Grenada. Alright, so here is the Serenissima. And that looks like the long pier. That looks like the cruise ship here. I'll have to ask somebody what the heck the Serenissima is. Hi. Do you know where this big boat goes to?
No.
The Serenissima? It's not a regular ferry?
It's not.
No, okay. Let's see if somebody in here knows. Little tiny indoor waiting area. Hi. The ship out there, the Serenissima, do you know where that goes to?
I'm not too sure.
Is there a schedule somewhere? Or?
It went to bed with this morning. It came up probably, but it's up to St. Lucia.
Is it a ferry or a cruise ship?
Small cruise ship.
A small cruise ship,
Yeah.
okay.
I have it on my itinerary from the Tourism Association, but I don't know, I haven't checked.
Okay, but it's not a ferry to the Grenadines. So
No.
the ferries I've heard that are running right now are the Beckway Express, the Admiralty 2,
Well, just the Beck Express right now.
the the Admiralty's not running.
Yeah, just the Beck Express. It leaves at 6 this evening.
Okay, no, I'm not looking for today, I'm looking for Monday, but I'm trying to figure out
Yeah, well,
the
Monday
different
morning,
boats.
Monday morning, it leaves at 8 in the morning,
Yes,
10:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock,
okay,
4 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
all right. And then what are the ships to go farther south, like to Maru, Union?
Oh, there is one called the Gemstar. It will go down tomorrow.
Okay. And it doesn't go to Beckway, it goes, so there's no ferry from Beckway to the south. If you're on Beckway and you want to go south, you have to come here and then go farther.
Private charter boats.
Okay, okay.
Beckway.
And then the other ship that's here, do you know where this one goes? The Guidance or something?
It goes on the Grenadines, but I don't know, it doesn't do a regular ferry service. It's like they carry cargo and stuff.
But do they take passengers also?
Yeah, if you ask them, they're probably going to.
Okay, but you have to like call them and inquire what their schedule is.
Talk to them, find out. They might be going to Kingstown tonight or tomorrow.
Okay, well, like I said, I'm probably going on Monday,
Where do you want to
so.
go?
Well, first to Beckway, and then farther south. So I guess to Beckway it's simple with the express, but then I have to figure out how to go from Beckway to. So come back here probably, and then get another ship.
There used to be a fast ferry.
Right, the Jade and Sun. Yeah, I read it left to go to Antigua. So now Beckway farther south, no boats.
Oh, just charter.
Wow. Okay.
French pros and some water boats and so on.
Okay, well thank you for your help. So it sounds like if I go to Beckway first, I have to come back to St. Vincent and then get another boat and then figure it out from there.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, well thank you. All right, so I think I've confirmed with enough people now. I guess that's the cruise terminal. So That gentleman was saying the Sarah Messina is a small cruise ship. That's interesting. I've never heard of that. I'll have to Google it when I get back to the hotel. Okay, well, I've at least found out a little bit of information here. No ferries between Beckway and the south, which is just crazy to me. You have to come back here and then transfer and get a different boat. So I guess that's just what I'll have to do. This is why I didn't really spend a lot of time at home in advance planning out my Grenadines itinerary, because I was looking up some schedules and finding out about several boats that aren't running anymore. It is a lovely day and a nice breeze being right on the sea here. Okay, so I dropped out my laundry, I had my lunch, I picked up some extra underwear in the Central Market, checked on the ferry schedules. Now I think my last stop is going to be to get some groceries and then head back to the hotel. The sunset will be in about 50 minutes. And I'll have a chance to pick up my reading and itinerary planning from there. And here's the welcome to St. Vincent and the Grenadines sign covered by the bushes that you would see if you arrived here by cruise ship. You are now entering the capital city of Kingstown. And here is the map. You are here on the southern side of Kingstown. Sponsored by St. Vincent Distillers, producers of Captain Bligh XO, voted world's best rum in 2014.